Good morning, everybody. It's Tess here at In the Laughter Locker. I hope you're all well and are ready to have a cheering session and get ourselves happy and healthy. Just to start with, there is always a health warning at the start of my sessions. Although laughter yoga sounds like fun and is fun, it does also move a lot of muscles. So if you've had an operation in the last 8 to 12 weeks, or you have a diagnosed but uncontrolled condition, you should always seek your GP's permission to do exercise beforehand. If you want to sit and watch, that's fine. We do a relaxation at the end and you might feel comfortable to join in with that. Okay. So what is laughter yoga? For those of you that haven't been before, it's a combination of laughter exercises, breathing exercises, a little bit of movement, a bit of playfulness, and at the end we do a relaxation in the form of a short guided meditation. And that is all about finding a little peace and calm. It's not religious in any way. It's not about emptying your mind completely. It's all about just lowering down and getting your stress levels down. Okay. So we always start the session with the Namaste, much the same as most other yogas. But our Namaste has to be a little bit different. And we say Namaste with our hands together. Namaste basically means that we honor each other, we honor our differences, and we celebrate those differences. Difference is good. If we were all the same, life would be so boring. So we say Namaste and then we laugh. And we laugh from our belly. So you want to feel it right to your belly, not polite laughter from here, but proper belly laughter so that you feel it in your muscles. Okay, so let's start off with a Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Now, if you've never done that before, you're probably thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing? Well, what you are doing without realizing is sending a signal to your brain, which flips and produces endorphins and makes you feel better. Laughter doesn't have to be at something. It's the act of laughter that actually makes all those chemical changes, those hormonal changes. So when you start laughing, you immediately start sending that message, and it really does start to make you feel better straight away. And the more you do it, the better it is. So our first exercise today is just going to get us a little bit energized and get us ready to do a bit more laughter and some breathing. And it's quite simple. It's a series of actions. So we're going to start off by putting our arms up and saying, I'm alive. Okay. And then we say, I'm awake. And then I'm alert. And at the end, I'm enthusiastic. And it's all about getting our body moving. You can make whatever movements you want. You can do it seated as I am. You can do it standing. There is no limit to how you do that. And you can do it as you feel best. As always, if you feel pain, stop. Don't do anything that's going to hurt you. This is about getting some exercise and having fun and enjoying it. Okay, so let's go. We're going to do this a few times and we're going to get faster and faster so we get our heart rate up a little bit and get ourselves energized for the day. So I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm alert. I'm enthusiastic. And if you're sitting down, you can raise your legs, you can go up on your toes, move those legs if you can. That will get your lymph going and that will get everything moving. Okay? I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm alert. I'm enthusiastic. I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm alert. I'm enthusiastic. I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm alert. I'm enthusiastic. I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm alert. Enthusiastic. I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm alert. Enthusiastic. I'm awake. I'm alive. I'm alert. Enthusiastic. And that's all about starting to get your blood pumping a little bit, giving good messages to yourself. The more you speak better to yourself, the better you'll feel. If you speak to yourself badly, that doesn't work out. And you'd never speak to your best friend like that. So don't speak to yourself. Speak to yourself positive things. Get yourself up and ready for the day. And we're going to do a little bit of clapping as well. Clapping with your hands together like this is a great release. There's acupressure points in your hands. So when you clap with your hands together, and it's asymmetrical, you're releasing good hormones as well. So we're going to carry on getting our blood level and our pressure up a little bit just so we can feel it. And this is really simple. We're going to do ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. You can go in any direction you like. And we're going to get faster and faster and faster. And then we're going to come back the other way and go slower and slower and breathe at the end. Okay? So let's go. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 And breathe. Just breathe and let your breath come back to normal. And that should have made you feel a bit warmer, a little bit warmed up, and all those endorphins and serotonin zimming around, starting to make you feel better and better and better. And I should have said, keep some water handy. I'm speaking as well, and when I speak, I always need water. So it's always good to have water handy. Before we do the meditation, we'll just have a minute for you to get a seat if you've not already got one, and get a drink if you need it, and just get comfortable. So you will get opportunity to stop. So what's next? Well, I'm going to keep you on the up for the minute. We're going to do some boxing laughter. And some of you will have done this before with me. Again, this is all about triggering laughter, but also releasing stress, because what it does is it lowers your cortisol and you feel less stressed. It's a great stress buster, the actual laughter boxing. So again, very simple movements. We just repeat them. So we're going to do ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, he, 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 he. And it doesn't matter if we get them wrong. I do get them wrong regularly. I forget where I am, and that's fine, as long as we get in that rhythm and we keep it going. And what we're doing is we're pushing, and we're punching with love, not with violence. Okay, so we're pushing away the stress, in fact. So we're pushing away the stress and making ourselves feel better. And it's a physical action. And I've said this before, but motion creates emotion. But so by doing these actions, you're actually creating that good emotion inside you, which lifts your mood. Okay, so let's go. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, he, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, he, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, he, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, he, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, he, ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, he, ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, he, and just shake that out. So what you're doing is you're releasing stress. You're pushing into the stress, pushing it away, and creating a bit of calm space around you. So just breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just let your body come down a little bit. So we're going to do a little bit of deep breathing now. We don't use our lung capacity enough. If we use more lung capacity, got more good air and oxygen into our bodies, and get rid of the stale air, more importantly as well, we function better. Our memory's better, our concentration's better, we work better, we feel better. So breathing is incredibly important, more important than most of us realise. So we're going to start off with this one I call Wake Up and Smell the Roses. Okay, so I want you to imagine that you're smelling your favourite flower. So it might be a rose, and not everybody's favourite. So something that you really love to smell. So just get comfortable, sit upright, perhaps put your hands on your knees. And then you're going to breathe in through your nose, and you're going to imagine that you're smelling that beautiful flower. And then you're going to breathe that all out. You're going to breathe out all the stress and the tension of the day. Okay? We're going to do this 3 times. So breathe in and smell that flower. Just hold it and breathe out. So again, I want you to imagine you're holding that flower, and you're going to breathe in slowly, and you're just going to hold the smell in your nose for a few moments and then breathe out. Okay, so breathe in, hold it, breathe out. And this time we're going to breathe in, same, and hold, and then I want you to laugh it out. And most people find when they laugh it out, not only is it a double whammy because you're getting the breathing exercise, you're also getting the laughter, which again is triggering more endorphins, but it also expels much more air than that simple act of breathing out, which some people find difficult to do for too long. Okay, so one more time, we're going to smell that flower. Breathe in slowly, hold it. And laughing out is so good for you. As I say, you get that double hit of goodness. So you can never go wrong with a breathing exercise that involves some laughter as well. So now we're going to do a bit of a shake out and a shimmy after that. I want you to loosen up your shoulders and put your arms out. Imagine you're on Strictly, okay? And we're just going to shake out and shimmy our bodies, and we're going to laugh at the same time. Okay, here we go. And relax. And that is just all about playfulness and fun and movement. If you're standing up, you could move around the room. If you're sitting down, you can move your feet up and down. Again, if you can move your legs, it's great exercise to do that at the same time. So we're going to do that one more time. Let's get those giggles going. Are you ready? And breathe. And now you've got all those lovely hormones singing around in your body, and you should already be feeling brighter. I'm going to do a combined one now, and this is one that I've done quite a few times. It's one that everyone seems to love, and it's really enjoyable. It's a bit of fun, and it's called Zipper Laughter. And in my one-to-one groups, in the days when we could meet in person, we would call it flasher laughter. To be honest, my team, as I call them, would always refer to it as, can we do flasher laughter? So this is all about imagination and playfulness, and we're going to use breathing and laughter together. So I want you to imagine you've got a big coat on, and it's got a zip, a bit like an anorak or a duffel coat with a hood. So we're going to zip it up, and we're going to zip it up slowly and breathe in. And when we get to the top, we're going to hold it, okay? And then we're going to come down gradually, a few inches at a time, and we're just going to giggle quietly, as if we've got a secret. Like that, okay? Like you know something that somebody else doesn't. And then when the zip's undone, we're going to throw our arms back, and we're going to laugh really loudly from our belly. Okay? So we're going to zip this coat up, slowly breathe in. Hold it. And that's just something that you can do. Usually great to repeat that 3 times. So if you want to do something every day, choose, if you can, a breathing exercise that involves laughter, and you'll get all those benefits at once. Repeat it 3 times and see the difference that it makes if you do that first thing in the morning. Alternative is to put the radio on instead of the news, and have some music on while you're making your morning coffee or tea, dance around the kitchen and laugh. And that is such a great way to start your day, because you're starting on a positive. When we start on a negative, we're kind of losing the battle. So I say always try and start on the positive, and however the day goes, you've already triggered some of those great hormones to protect you and give you some resilience. So the last exercise we're going to do before meditation is self-hug laughter. And self-hugging is fantastic. If you self-hug for 20 seconds, you get the release of oxytocin, which is the feel-good and the well-being hormone. It's a hormone that new mums release when they have their babies. So it gives you a sense of that kind of being loved and looked after. And we're all missing hugs at the moment, and many of us don't get direct hugs. But if you hug yourself for 20 seconds, you get the same effects as somebody else hugging you. And it may sound or feel daft to start with, but it really works. So I really ask you, try it. So we're going to do it. I'm going to combine it with some laughter because, again, that gives us that extra endorphin release. So why not? All right. So we're literally going to hug ourselves. Okay. And I want you to start laughing. And release. And that already starts you off on the way to feeling better, feeling loved, feeling as if, you know, things are going really well and everybody is happy, and that's great. So I'm going to give you a minute now just to get yourself comfortable. If you haven't already got a chair, grab one. A drink of water as well if you need it. If it's chilly where you are, just get a wrap or a cardigan or something in case you get cold. It's just 10 minutes, but it's really beneficial and it will really help you manage any feelings of anxiety. And I can't tell you how much 5 or 10 minutes meditation a day makes a difference to me. So I hope that you find the same if you haven't tried it before. So just grab your chair. And grab a drink of water if you need it. And we're just going to pull this closer. I'm going to plug in my earphones to make sure that you can hear me, because I try to talk a little bit softer when we're doing this. And it's good if you can hear me better. Hope that's okay and you can hear me fine. Just going to check my phone to make sure everything's okay. And if you can give me the thumbs up, that would be fabulous. I can see there's lots of comments, and what I generally do with these sessions is it's very difficult to answer comments whilst you're live. So at the end of the session, I go off and I get myself a cup of tea, and then I'll sit and I'll answer any questions and I'll respond to everybody. Okay, so I'm not ignoring you. It's just difficult to do both at the same time. Right, so sit back in your chair, get your feet on the floor. We want to remain grounded while we're doing this. I want you to feel comfortable, so sit back, put your bottom right to the back of the chair and rest your hands on your legs. And I invite you to close your eyes. It's always better if you can close your eyes. It simply takes away any distractions, really. If you're somebody that doesn't particularly like closing your eyes, I would suggest you find a spot on your floor or carpet and just concentrate on it for a little while, okay? Just to give yourself that sense of being in the now. So now we're going to start off with just some gentle breathing. So breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to find your own rhythm so that you're comfortable and relaxed. So you're breathing in calm and you're breathing out all that tension. And as you breathe, you can feel all your muscles relaxing. Now I want you to imagine that we're not here in our living rooms or our offices or our bedrooms. We're on a day trip to the mountains. And all around us, beautiful pine trees. And the grass is a lush, lush green. And you're breathing in through your nose. And you're smelling the beautiful pine trees and feeling the cold, fresh air of the mountain. And whilst you can feel the coolness on your skin, it's comfortable and it makes you feel good. And you sit down on the grass and you look up at this beautiful, majestic mountain rising high up into the sky. You follow the lines and the ridges all the time, feeling your body become more and more relaxed. You can feel the muscles in your legs and your feet right down to your toes. Relax. And you feel your body, your back, and your chest. Sigh and relax. And your shoulders become looser and relax. And your neck and your head, all the furrows on your forehead, any tightness in your jaw, all disappears as you breathe in and out and relax. Just gently let your breath settle into a lovely pattern as you gaze up at the mountain, following those ridges once more, right up to the top, where you can see the beautiful tips of white snow. And the clouds above. And it's beautiful. And you breathe in that cool mountain air. And you feel totally relaxed. You are happy You are safe. You are loved. You feel the peace of this lovely area, the forest and mountains that have been here for thousands of years. And you feel comfort. And now this is your happy space, where you can just be you, where you can be in the moment, where you can just breathe. Just breathe in, calm, and breathe out any remaining tension. And just feel your body smile, smiling at the time that you're giving it. Just concentrate on your breathing for a little longer. Doesn't matter what else is going on around you. This is your time. And with your eyes still closed, I want you to feel the floor or the carpet beneath your feet. And wiggle your toes. And appreciate the ground beneath them. And then just move your legs gently up and down, all the time aware of the seat beneath you, supporting you. And then just wiggle your hands and your arms, still with your eyes closed, but starting to become more aware of your surroundings. Just roll your shoulders gently and move your neck from side to side. And take one final deep breath in. Raise your hands to your eyes. And as you breathe out, open your eyes, lower your hands, and come back to your space. Just give yourself a few seconds to come to. Give yourself a big smile. And I always say, even though these are very short meditations or relaxations, always give yourself some time afterwards to come back to your space. So don't rush off and get your shopping in the car straight away. Give yourself half an hour, have a cup of tea or something, and just let yourself become more aware of your surroundings. Always better to be safe than sorry. And you can do something like that, even if you did it for 5 minutes a day, you will feel a benefit. It's just giving yourself that space. It's, a bit like mindfulness as well. Giving ourselves time to be in the now is really, really important. Even with lockdown, we all try to keep ourselves busy, or we're always doing something. So give yourself some time to be you. Okay, we all deserve that time for ourselves. So before I go, we're going to do a little re-energizer, just so that you're all awake again. I know some people do drift off during this sometimes. And
and then I'll update you on when I'm next back, etc. Okay, so we're just going to do this energizer first, and this is going to be high five laughter. So we're basically going to high five each other and ourselves for doing the session and letting ourselves go and have a little bit of fun. Okay, so we're literally going to and get those endorphins up again and get ourselves awake. Now, I am back here on Tuesday next week, same time, 11 o'clock. I'm also doing something on Red Nose Day, just some fundraising. So if you're interested, pop to In the Laughter Locker, Find You're Happy on Facebook. And I'd love to see you there and have some support. That'd be fabulous. And have a fabulous week. Give yourself the joy of laughter every day. Even if you're feeling miserable, if you laugh, it really honestly does make a difference. And just one final thing, I'll try and finish on an affirmation, and something that I pulled out today was you are good enough. And I think sometimes we all feel a bit of imposter syndrome and a little bit like that we're not good enough, and we are. So that is the affirmation for this week. You are good enough. So just remember that. You are good enough. And until next time, I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a safe and a healthy week. Bye, everyone.